Happy holidays, everybody. I'm Kyle. Apparently today I've been supping a little extra holiday cheer.
Black blizzard came racing through my head. Someone save me now.
And I decided to make a very special video for this, the most magical time of the year. Today, what we're going to look at is a big part of my childhood, maybe yours as well. We're going to look at the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which is a fever dream of a cartoon that ran in the late 80s. If you've never seen this show before, then prepare yourself for the worst, because this show is insane. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show ran from September 4th to December 1st, 1989. In that short period of time, they were able to make over 52 classic episodes. The two things that most people seem to remember this show for are the absolute boppin' intro and outro song.
Yo, you're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for adventure and remarkable feats. You'll meet Koopas and Troopers, the princess and the others. Hanging with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers to the bridge.
Fire.
And that WWF/WWE Hall of Famer Captain Lou Albano, for some reason, played Mario. Also, Danny Wells played Luigi. You may recognize him from things. The show itself was divided into two very distinct segments, the first of which are the live action scenes. The live action segments could best be described as surreal?
Don't go anywhere. Oh, jeez.
Look at all this mess.
And I'm not gonna rub your belly either.
And the cartoon segments, which in hindsight are just as weird.
I want my feet like
Suffering's the moment.
You've been hitting the sauce again.
All that said, it is the holiday season, so we are going to review one specific episode of this show in its entirety, and that is the holiday special, Koopa Claus / Little Marios. We open on the Mario Brothers apartment, located in the Brooklyn that only exists on the outside of ancient pizza boxes. The brothers are enjoying what I can only assume is the latest Jake Paul fight.
What a fight. Look at this guy. Look at the speed. Bing, bang, boom, bang.
When a small child carrying a nuclear football walks in. It turns out that this adorable little kid is someone who's on a first-name basis with the Mario Brothers.
Ryan, what are you doing here? And what's with the suitcase?
His name is Brian, and he's run away from home for non-specified reasons.
I'm lying like a dog.
And I'm not gonna rub your belly either.
I'm running away from home.
You may recognize Brian as Brian Bosale, who is best known for his role as Andy on the sitcom Family Ties, or you may know him as Baby Dwarf. Brian has apparently ran away from home, though, due to the fact that his parents no longer love him.
My parents don't love me anymore, so I'm going to teach them a lesson. And when I'm gone, are they going to miss me?
Which, given my brief knowledge of Family Ties, might not be that far off.
Does this tie go, Alex?
Does this tie go? You look like $1 million.
Tax free.
Is it too late to take Andy to the woods and have him raised by wolves?
Also, it's 100% confirmed that Family Ties takes place in the Mario universe. Without any more preamble or exposition, we cut away to the cartoon while the real-life Mario Brothers figure out what to do with this runaway child. Our cartoon begins by revealing that Bowser has taken up occupancy in the Fortress of Solitude. There he inexplicably has all of his minions and himself dressed in incredibly festive attire, all while decrying how much he absolutely hates the holidays.
Christmas, I hate gifts, I hate giving. Christmas, bah, I'm coop.
Real quick, I would just like to point out how absolutely nightmare-inducing this Nutcracker machine is. That's like Batman the Animated Series level creepy.
Don we now a gay apparel. Fa la 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 la.
Merry Christmas.
Ripping a page straight from Hans Gruber's playbook, King Koopa decides instead of, going to therapy, addressing his deep-seated hatred of the holidays, kind of uncovering what could be the underlying issue,
I'm off to the North Pole to drop those bombs on Santa's workshop.
that he's just going to do a terrorism instead.
Everyone will have a very unmerry Christmas.
And with that, King Koopa takes to the sky, fully dressed in the garb of the man whose holiday he hates the most. Nothing strange there. Don't read into it. We then join our intrepid heroes who seem to have made a wrong turn at Albuquerque and have ended up at the North Pole.
Mario, I got a funny feeling we are not in Hawaii land.
It seems that Parrot-Head Mario left Toad in charge of navigation, and Toad may have led them on the wrong path.
Hey, as long as we're here, why don't we pay a visit to Santa's workshop?
No!
Did you plan this, Toad?
Well, it is Christmas time, Mario.
No!
My favorite time of the year. Presents, presents, presents.
Throughout the episode, Toad seems to embody the more capitalist aspect of Christmas,
I can't wait to see Santa. I just know he's got a fabulous present for me.
which I guess is kind of the overall moral of this story, is Toad kind of being a greedy jerk. Kind of like we all were as kids, thinking Christmas is mostly just about us getting presents. But he also diverted his friend's vacation from Hawaii land, which sounds much preferable given their attire. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Toad's kind of a dick. With little recourse and few options, given the fact that it is a holiday special, the gang decides to pay Santa's workshop a visit and inquire about temporary work.
Oh, well, maybe we can pick up some gold coins working part-time in Santa's workshop.
While trudging across the frozen Arctic, Princess Peach reveals that she got Toad a gift.
Did someone say something about a present? I've always got time to get a Christmas present.
What is this present? A release from his retainership serving under a ruthless monarch? No.
It's a gun! Oh shit.
Merry Christmas, Toad. After all your hints, I decided to give you just what you wanted.
Yummy!
It's a gun!
Just kidding. It's a snowboard, which is apparently something Toad's been hinting at all year round that he wants, making this whole diversion to the North Pole that much more suspicious. Dude's got some moves though, not gonna lie. And while all this revelry is going down on the frozen earth below, who should show up but everyone's favorite, definitely not strangely dressed as the thing he hates villain, King Koopa, who proceeds to bomb the ever-loving crap out of the Mario Brothers. Or, more specifically, Toad. Just kidding. Toad's fine.
My snowboard!
Toad, being the completely self-aware and emotionally mature person he is, immediately worries about his snowboard and starts caressing it, much to the chagrin of his companions.
Don't you care if we're all right, Toad?
Well, yeah, but my present.
I guess your present means more to you than we do.
Well, it is a snowboard!
After getting carpet bombed by King Koopa, the gang quickly devolves into a conversation about how Toad doesn't appreciate any of them and was only really worried about his present. But Mario and Luigi quickly put two and two together and realized that King Koopa could only have one target, the North Pole, and Santa's workshop. And with the self-awareness of a sack of potatoes, Toad exclaims,
We've got to save the workshop and the toys! And Santa, of course.
By the time Mario and the gang arrive at Santa's workshop, it's evident that they're a little too late. Everything here has been frozen solid, from the reindeers to the elves to the outhouse.
We're too late. Koopa Claus has frozen Santa's
Bowser, in a move that can only be called Freudian, has kidnapped Santa Claus while dressed as Santa Claus because he hates Santa Claus so much. With the object of his sexual frustration in tow, Koopa Claus tries to make a quick escape, but not before letting everyone hear his famous catchphrase.
Christmas, I'm Coop.
Followed by Toad once again completely missing the point.
I have Christmas again. I'll never get another present. Santa!
Not ones to sit idly by while a cold-blooded lizard ruins the holiday season, Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad spring into action and give chase. Luckily for them, Santa believes in child labor, and they're able to find a playground on the premises. Once they arrive, Mario and Luigi are able to combine their basic knowledge of fulcrums and levers in order to execute a move straight out of Superstar Saga.
Target locked.
Luckily for the Mario Brothers and their lack of foresight, Koopa is able to recover from this and simultaneously save Santa by using his big ol' sack. From here, everything devolves into a race on foot as Mario and company chase Koopa across the frozen tundra, where Koopa is yet again able to utilize his big ol' sack to gain an advantage. Even with the Mario Brothers hucking snowballs at him, Bowser is once again able to turn the tables by collecting them and heaving his giant ball sack at them. Even that doesn't seem to slow down the persistent plumbers. Bowser once again proves how resourceful he is by using Santa Claus himself as a sleigh to get away.
I don't know about this, Mario. That could be thin ice.
If it'll hold Koopa and Santa, it must be 100 feet.
Alright, look here, Toad. We have put up with a lot from you today, but this is 2021. You cannot just go around body shaming people. Toad, you are officially cancelled. With that behavior out of the way, we return to our chase, where Mario and the gang decide to just huck themselves down the mountain and allow Bowser a chance to be problematic himself.
You think those spaghetti heads are gonna rescue you?
Bowser then announces that he's not worried about his pursuer, as he has friends in the area.
Koopa Flurry Pack, attack!
Wait, what kind of pack?
I should have known Koopa Claus would send his flurries to fight us.
Okay, I'm gonna take a hard pass on this joke for a couple reasons. One of the main ones being, I don't want to have to Google something. Flurries, a classic enemy from Super Mario Bros. 2 and Doki Doki Panic, attack Mario and pals,
We have to get past those flurries.
which leads to them retaliating with a block of ice, and Luigi using one of the best one-liners I've ever heard, further reinforcing that he is, in fact, my spirit animal.
Let's fight fire with fire. You mean fight ice with ice? Oh. Those drain brains have defeated my flurries.
His flurries defeated, Bowser drags a somehow conscious yet not resisting Santa Claus into a spooky cave, and the gang, of course, follows him in. But not before Toad shows the absolute slightest amount of character development.
The whole world will look pretty dark without Christmas.
Yeah, what's Christmas without presents? And Santa.
And with that, they follow old Koopa Claus into the spooky cave, and somehow end up at the base of this glacial mountain, while Koopa Claus is standing on a cliff above, threatening to throw Santa off.
I got the jolly man, see? One false move and he goes over the cliff. And I got a feeling it won't be such a happy landing, see?
I can't believe you would do that, Koopa. Doesn't Christmas mean anything to you?
Christmas? Christmas is a bah-hum coop. A bah-hum coop. A bah-hum
Obviously, negotiations have failed, And at this point, the gang needs to save Santa before he's caught up in Koopa's avalanche. That's when Mario gets the bright idea of using his most famous item of all, his plumber's snake. I'll let you guys Google what that is in case you don't know. And with that, he saves Santa, and Bowser begs him for help. And that's when Mario tells him to jump off and kill himself. Not really a good guy move, but it was the move that was made here.
Well, I hope that's not a hostage. Happy trail.
Okay, Bowser.
So it turns out that Bowser survives his fall from the cliff and into the freezing waters and is able to swim over to a nearby iceberg. There he laments his failure to ruin Christmas.
I didn't get to ruin Christmas. The Mario Brothers beat me again, and I'm floating away on an iceberg. What else can go wrong?
What else could go wrong for Bowser? A, he discovers his Christmas spirit and turns over a new leaf. B, Bowser starts seeing a licensed therapist and is able to get to the root cause of all of his inner turmoil. C, he gets to live out his fantasy of being Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. If you chose C, you are correct! And if you chose B, you are also correct. That polar bear went to Stanford. Back at the workshop, Santa thanks Mario and friends for saving him from the clutches of Koopa Claus. But he does regretfully inform them that Christmas will have to be canceled this year due to the fact that the workshop is frozen and won't be able to thaw out in time.
There will be no Christmas this year.
Don't feel bad, Santa.
And I know what you're thinking to yourself. This is the moment. This is Toad's redeeming moment to finally understand what Christmas and the holiday season is truly about. Well, you're wrong.
At least I got my present.
It's very nice, Toad.
Like, even jolly old Saint Nick can't even with him right now.
What's wrong with Santa?
You got your present, Toad, but no one else is going to get theirs.
At least I got my present.
Yeah, at this point in the show, Princess Peach really lays into Toad, and he finally has this moment of realization, and he offers to let Saint Nick give away his snowboard so he has at least one gift to give away. And to that, Santa replies,
Toad, in all my life, I've never seen anyone express the true spirit of Christmas better than you.
Don't cry, Santa, please.
Now I know what you're thinking, that this is the redemptive moment where Toad has changed Santa's life and touched his heart. No, what's really happening here is Santa's crying because the bar is so incredibly low that Toad, of all people, exhibits the purest form of Christmas magic he's ever witnessed, and that brings Santa to the point of tears.
I'm just so happy.
Look, the spirit of Christmas giving is touching everything.
Gross.
Toad, your unselfish act fills me with the warm spirit of Christmas.
And it melts Koopa's ice.
So I hate to yada 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 at this point, but due to the first and only unselfish act Toad has made this entire episode, Christmas is saved. Everything melts, and Santa invites the gang to join him on this sleigh ride tonight, with Toad riding shotgun. And then you have this one elf in the background who looks like me the entire time I've been watching this episode on repeat, trying to find funny bits within it.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
And that wraps up the cartoon portion of this episode. And with that, we return to the Brooklyn apartment of the real-life Mario Brothers, where Brian and the brothers are enjoying some delicious pizza and conversations about familial issues.
Brian, I've been thinking. No matter how bad you think things are, you don't want to run away. Trust me on this.
Sorry, guys. I've made up my mind. I'll teach my parents to appreciate me.
Brian is having absolutely none of it from Mario. And that's when Mario decides to try a new tactic and reveal to Brian that long ago when he and Luigi were two stubbly young men, that he too tried to run away.
There's no big old poopy
It seems that the two brothers got in a fight, and Mario, being the eldest, was the one who was punished for their transgressions. Their mother sentenced him to peel garlic for a whole week, and this led to Mario fleeing and running away from home, because he would smell so bad that he wouldn't want to be around himself.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run away from home. Okay, so who cares? Who cares?
I'm so scared, maybe I shouldn't have run away from home. I know. I'll do what I do whenever I'm scared. Watch these scenes from the next Legend of Zelda.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My boy.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Find me, Link, and I will make your face the greatest in Korodai, or else you will die.
How about a kiss for luck?
You've got to be kidding.
Oh my goodness!
Lucky shot! Golly!
Go and kill!
At last, you have the vision to find my house.
Now you must die! Not into the pit! It burns!
Come. The birds are singing. Isn't it beautiful?
Golly! I guess that's worth a kiss, huh? Ha! I won!
Back at the Mario Brothers apartment, Mario explains to Brian how his family was so worried about him and definitely missed him while he was gone.
Oh, yeah. We were miserable. Time. I have the whole country to myself, back road out here. You're the bestest mama in the whole world. I love this.
And without your brother here, there's a lot more for us.
Nothing about what happens in these live-action scenes feels right, especially the childhood ones, which I believe firmly reside in the Uncanny Valley.
Mom, I'm sorry I ran away from home. You're probably worried sick. About what? Mom, did you miss me?
No!
No, I don't miss your yelling. I didn't miss your fighting with your brother. And I didn't miss your room in a mess. But you I miss. What was that for, Mom? Just in case.
There aren't words to really express how dark, awful, and just wrong this is. And yet, I truly love it.
Mario, that story was so beautiful. I'm ready to barf.
You've been hitting the sauce again.
Yeah, but have you learned a lesson, Brian?
Huh? I shouldn't run away because my parents will enjoy it too much.
That's right. Right, Brian.
And with that familial crisis solved, Mario and Luigi let Brian walk himself home through dark Brooklyn alleys at night with no help and no knowledge of oncoming traffic.
Boy, were we miserable when you ran away.
Oh, sure.
And that concludes my review of the Super Mario Super Show. At least that episode. If you guys enjoyed this, just let me know down in the comments below, and maybe I could look at that, or the Zelda cartoon. There are a lot of really weird Nintendo cartoons from that era. But if you watched this far, I would like to thank you, wish you a happy holiday, happy 2022. I'll see you all there. I have a lot of new content I plan on doing, and just other sentiments. I'm Kyle, apparently, and I will see you next time.